If you are an immigrant in the United States or planning to come here, I want you to listen carefully because starting December 26, 2025, a big change is coming, one that could affect every time you enter or leave the US. And you need to know what it means for you, your family, and your travel plans. I'm going to walk you through what is happening, why it matters, and how you can protect yourself and your status under the new rules. The government recently announced a final rule under U.S. Customs and Border Protection, CBP, under the authority of Department of Homeland Security, DHS, that expands the biometric entry-exit system. The rule becomes effective December 26, 2025. Biometric Update plus 2, Biometric Update plus 2. That means that from that date forward, almost all non-U.S. citizens, green card holders, visa holders, immigrants, visitors may be asked to provide biometric data, not only when they enter the U.S., but also when they leave. Facial photographs through facial recognition will be required, and in some cases, fingerprints or other biometric checks may also be collected. Visa Verge plus 2 Immigration Analytics plus 2. So what really changes, and why should you care? Up until now, CBP collected biometric data for many entrants at airports, often as part of already established systems like Simplified Arrival. Congress.gov Sian 1. But exit screening was not universal. Many land border exits, sea departures, private plane departures, vehicle crossings, or pedestrian border crossings were not reliably monitored. That patchwork is ending. This rule removes previous exemptions and makes biometric screening possible at airports, seaports, land border crossings, practically everywhere the U.S. allows departure or entry. Biometric Update plus 2B AL, Barry, Appleman, and Leiden LLP plus 2, that includes people previously exempted, children under 14, seniors over 79, and many categories that earlier avoided biometric checks. Those exemptions are gone. The Daily Jagran plus 2 Biometric Update plus 2. What does this mean for day-to-day life if you travel or plan to travel or move back and forth between countries? First, when you fly out, drive across a land border, leave by sea, you may be required to stop for a quick photo and possibly fingerprint scan before being allowed to leave the country. If you refuse, airlines or border agents might deny you boarding or entry or exit. Visa Verge plus 2 Congress.gov 2. Second, every time you enter the U.S., your live photograph will be compared with your passport or visa images to confirm that you are the same person. This is meant to prevent misuse of travel documents, identity fraud, or visa overstays, and to track who actually leaves the country. Biometric Update plus 2 Immigration Analytics plus 2. Third, the system is being built in phases. While the rule becomes law December 26th, it may take several years, 3 to 5 years, for every landport, seaport, and minor crossing to be fully equipped and operational. Visa Verge plus 2 Congress.gov plus 2. So, what does this mean for you as an immigrant or non-citizen living or traveling in the U.S.? If you are a green card holder, a visa holder, a temporary worker, student, visitor, this rule applies to you. That means every time you leave the country and every time you come back, you will likely go through biometric checks. This was not always guaranteed before. Now, it becomes the norm. ImmigrationUSA.com plus 2, the Daily Jagran plus 2. If you have children or elderly relatives or people in your family under 14 or over 79, the biometric requirement applies to them too. No more age-based exceptions. The Daily Jagran plus 1. If you travel by car, by land border, by sea, or even private vehicle or small boat, the rule covers all authorized points of departure, not just major airports. That means if you try to leave the country outside a big airport, you could still be required to be photographed to register your exit. Biometric Update plus 1. Why is the government doing this now? According to CBP and DHS, this expands toward fulfilling a long-standing congressional mandate to build a comprehensive biometric entry-exit system, one that finally tracks entries and exits to reduce fraud, prevent overstays, and tighten border control. Congress.gov+2 Biometric Update +2. Supporters argue this improves national security, ensures identities are verified properly, and stops misuse of visas or asylum claims. Critics, however, warn this broad system represents a serious expansion of surveillance over non-citizens, raising concerns about privacy, potential errors, and extra burdens for lawful immigrants who travel. Biometric Update +2B AL, Barry Appleman and Leiden, LLP +2. So what practical steps should you consider now to protect yourself, your travel plans, and your immigration status? If you plan to travel after December 26th, either leaving the U.S. temporarily, visiting family abroad, or coming in, expect extra time at the border or airport. Even if you're used to quick departure procedures, allow at least 15 to 30 minutes extra, especially early on when the new system is rolled out. This is because of photo captures, possible data matching, or secondary biometrics if the system flags something. VisaVerge +2 Biometric Update +2. Make sure your passport or visa documents are current and valid. Since officers will match